You might be saying, Cappy, it's 4 in the afternoon. Why are you doing late night, Cappy? Because there was a good looking redhead AI generated on thanks to Shark Taws with huge tits. And I like redheads with big tits. And it's not even that. It's that it's going to piss. There actually are women out there. They're going to be pissed off that I like redheads with big tits. That's it. Imagine that life, huh? And there's a quote. Someone had sent this to me in my comments section. And after a little bit of research, I found out that he polished this quote up a lot, but it was originally attributed to Mencken. And what I did is I took his quote and falsely attributed it to Alexander Hamilton. I found one of them old school portraits and edited it. And I did the Alexander Hamilton probably, where it wasn't. Obviously he didn't say it. But the quote goes like this: the most frightening thing in existence, the most terrifying thought that can be, the most horrific outcome in all the universe for liberal white women is that someone somewhere is having a good time. Alexander Hamilton, probably. And then, well, by gum, by golly, here comes well-endowed Molly. This was making the rounds. UN committee criticizes Japanese media may incite violence against women and girls. No, the Japanese, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. The United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. I'm not even going to look it up, right? I want you guys to go look up this committee, the CEDAW of the United Nations. You tell me how many pissed off, miserable broads are on that panel. You tell me how many ugly, no guys giving them the time of day, just miserable fucking stereotypical spinster types that just, they can't have fun. They can't have fun. They're like those pissed off gals with the prohibition sign. Men's whose lips touched alcohol shall never touch ours. Like nobody's lips was touching yours to begin with. There was zero demand for that shit. Your lips have zero demand. So here it is. The United Nations Committee on the Elimination of the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, which we are against the discrimination against women, has reportedly expressed concerns about Japanese media and the speculated impact it could have on gender and sex-based violence. Men, I don't give a shit. You could all get the shit kicked out of you. I only care about women. According to free speech advocate and politician Yamada Taro, the Japanese cabinet officer, Gender Equality Bureau, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed the contents of their meetings with the CEDAW. So they actually flew over to Japan. They bothered this guy with this shit. They bothered him. He even took the meeting. If I was an equivalent cabinet officer, and women from the UN are here to see you. Tell them to fuck off. No, bring them into my office. I walk in. Fuck you, I don't give a shit what you have to say. Now get the fuck out of here, you Marxist little bitches. Christ. However, nothing further was said about the state of Japanese media. The Japanese government has been thankfully slow to respond to external pressure when it comes to censorship of Japanese media, although the same cannot be said for its corporations, but for the time being, free speech remains enshrined in Japanese law with few exceptions. You can read Taro's post regarding the CEDAW's pressure to censor anime and manga below. We include a translation via Google. All right, so it won't be a direct translation, but here's the English translation from Japanese. October 29th, the Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women published its concluding observations on Japan's 9th periodic report. You really have nothing to do you, gals? You really got jack fuck all shit left to do, huh? Could you imagine the assholes that work at the UN? Right, I understand the Security Council, make sure China, Russia, United States, France, and Britain don't all nuke each other. I get that. I get that. Let's talk before we start firing each other and getting people killed. But all the other horse shit outside of the Security Council, you all can fuck right off. Just a bunch of worthless, connected nepotists and privileged assholes who want to tell everyone else how to live. There is no less fun person in the world than nonprofit types who are non-security council people who are women who work for the UN. I can't imagine a less fun group of people. This was prepared following a face-to-face review of the ninth report on the implementation. What? We didn't get to our way the first 8 times. We're going to get on the ninth time. The ninth report on the implementation of the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, which was held on October 17th. In this final opinion, concerns are expressed that pornography, video games, manga, and other animated products may incite violence against women and girls based on gender or sexual orientation. You just want to take away our tiggle-bitted anime girls, isn't that it? That's what it is. And it's not just them. I got, what is it? Lara Croft Tomb Raider up there. Right? The one on the right is the latest Tomb Raider Lara Croft that came out through Netflix. It was headed up by a minority female, I believe. And of course, they had to get rid of the boobs. She's strong in the bed. Of course, I'm not making it up. She's a lesbian in the TV show. No, I didn't have to watch it because thankfully some very sacrificial people watched it, so we didn't have to. Oh, and they made her normal canon black assistant guy. There was in canon, canonized Lara Croft. I forget his name. I'm a big Lara Croft fan. There was just one of her right hand dudes happened to be a black guy. He's gay, everybody, gay. You girls, I swear to you, Al Bundy is right. There is a push. There is a genetic drive. I'll get to it later. There is an urge, women across the globe. They want to make sure that you're not having fun. If she can't have fun, no one can. And you know what? I guarantee you, it wasn't there. There is no sincere concern that there may be actual discrimination or a threat of violence against women on the part of the UN Women's Commission here. They just don't like the fact that the Japanese men get their tiggle-bittied anime, and some of it makes its way here too. Do you guys remember how there was the Dead or Alive volleyball, and I don't know what version they're on now. I played a couple of them. They were cool and fun. Yeah, it was great playing with girls with tiggle-bitties. The latest version didn't make it to the United States. Because let me read Alexander Hamilton once again. Let me read him one more time. The most frightening thing in existence, the most terrifying thought that can be, the most horrific outcome in all the universe for liberal white women is that someone somewhere is having a good time. Alexander Hamilton, probably. Guys who would be like us going to these girls say, no, you can't have your romantic comedies or your Harlequin romance novels. Ooh, that's discrimination against men. Like, you guys couldn't care less, right? You'd almost be like, no, go do your thing. I'm not going to stop. I want you to go watch your girl shows. Get it there to cry because the guy did the thing. Go watch your Steel Magnolias. Waste 2 hours of your life. I don't care. Do your thing, huh? But you want to talk about the real Nazis? No joke. No joke. You are enjoying the large boobies too much. You are objectifying the women. And we will put an end to that, yeah. However, the government, the Cabinet Office Gender Equality Bureau, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has confirmed the content of the face-to-face screening, but no questions were asked about manga, anime, and games. Despite not being checked during the face-to-face screening, the company expressed its concerns. This one-sided content denies the freedom of expression in manga, anime, and games and calls for them to be cornered through legal action and surveillance, which is extremely unjust. Good. Tell these fucking miserable harpies to fuck right off. We will consider requesting that the sources and grounds be disclosed and also requesting retraction if that is not possible. I honestly, Yamada Taro, who probably doesn't speak English, can just tell him to fuck off. So you don't have why are you even wasting your time with these people? Oh, some bitches over at the UN have a complaint about your culture. Tell them to fuck off. Well, that's nice. Good for them. Bye. I would have them fly out at their well at taxpayer expense for the UN, and then we're not going to talk to them. Bye. Give them some like really smutty anime. Here you go. Here's the souvenir. See ya. Bye. Have fun. This is a good one. You got extra big tits in this. Uh, Yama Yamada Taro is well known for his stance against censorship and originally ran on a platform which emphasizes his desire to protect anime, manga, and other forms of media from government censorship and foreign pressure. And I just want to go through, I got a list here. This is not, it's there, okay? This has been as long, you will always have, the poor will always be with you. The nagging women that don't want men to have fun will also be with you. They will always be with you. I'll go back. I already talked about the prohibition thing, right? Did you see any of those? Go look it up. Men's who lips touch alcohol shan't touch ours. And you'll go look at me like they are all ugly, miserable, pissed off looking women. Only women try to take away booze. There wasn't one single guy, unless he was a simp. He was a male feminist who thought that would get him laid. Not one single guy was for that. Not one single guy. You got the Laura Croft, but she's just one of many instances where they uglified the women. You got more recently the Star Wars Outlaw video game where the female protagonist is ugly. There was there's like what at least 7 or 8 examples of that where you took what was a good looking gal made her ugly. Mass Effect Andromeda, also BioWare. Like how long ago was that? 7, 8 years. They made the women ugly. Victoria's Secrets. They made their women ugly. They can't. I mean, yeah. There's one of the reasons women don't like being objectified by men. All right. Well, too fucking bad. You don't have to sit here and watch this. You don't have to. And you girls, yeah, right. I'm sure all those guys in the Harlequin romance. What's Christian Grey look like? Is he a fat, pudgy fellow? I can't help it. You're so insecure, ladies. No, fuck off with your Nazi motherfucking bullshit. Lizzo, you see how they try to make you want to like, oh, fat women are going, oh, yeah. Fat women, that, you boys should like the fat women. More old school would have been like the Al Bundy where girls like, well, you can't go out with the boys anymore. You have to stay at home. The famous Bill Cosby quote. I remember the fun time you used to have going out with the boys. Cancel that. We're going to church. And then even pinups. And I don't mean like you got rid of pinups. There's still pinup arts and people draw pinups. A lot of women do it too because they're, I don't know, okay with the female form. Maybe they want to make some men happy. I'm talking like pinups allowed at the office or maybe, you'd be at, and I don't mean the office. It probably would have even been tasteless. The mechanics bay, whatever. You would have the pinup calendar. Sports Illustrated pinup calendar. Oh, no, can't have that. We got to turn the Sports Illustrated girls into dudes. Playboy, even now, that's a dying brand and their strategies go woke. But yeah, it's real. This isn't just, it's real. It happens. Now, the answer is you say, fuck you. We're going to have, and no, we're not buying small-titted. We're not watching small-titted Laura Croft. No, we're not watching gap in the teeth, ugly, mutilated, Down syndrome-looking Star Wars outlaw girl. No, we're not. There's so many more. There's so many more. No, we're not buying it. We're not. And you girls, a lot of women are now in charge of media, and you can see them. They're just taking it all away, and that's fine. You could go and you don't have to make what men want, but don't be surprised when it doesn't sell. But yes, at the end of the day, yes, that is a trend. That is a thing. Women are insecure. Prove me wrong then, ladies. If you don't like me making this generalization, then you start proving me wrong. right? I don't have an official multinational government endorsed agency going up to the state of Japan. We don't like your women in the anime. You know, we're not the ones going and interrupting, saying, "Oh no, you can't have a strapping young cattle rancher oil baron duking it out shirtless with the astronaut fighter pilot guy for the love and affections of a truly mediocre librarian mousy girl." No, you got to make them fat. No, you got to make them poor. We don't give a fuck. We actually want you to go happy, live your fantasies. There is a strain, I would argue, a genetic strain of tyranny somehow in there. And I'm not a geneticist, but if I had to bet, if I had to, why do women want to always ruin men's fun? Because it competes for them. It competes for them. Now, prohibition, one of the main arguments is that men would go get drunk and waste the money on booze instead of the family. And if you're an alcoholic and your family's getting threatened, yes, I could see that. But at the heart of it, it's like you aren't spending resources on me. You're spending your resources on some other girl. You're expecting me to be that hot, and I don't want to put in the effort to be that hot. You're spending money on those comic books with the girls with the big boobs, which if you look at American comic books, whatever, a Catgirl or Wonder Woman, they weren't ugly women either. You like those video games with girls with big boobs and guns, don't you? And that's $60 less that you spent on them. Less attention you're giving to them, and it's competition. Not in a sense that, it's a comic book, it's a cartoon character, it's a video game, it's an image, you can't that's not a person. There's no relationship. But you said like, "Wow, look at that." That would look good on you in the real world if your boobs were that big. Well, they don't like that. And I'm too old to give a fuck anymore. I'm too old to care. I don't know why. The one of the main things I will point out between feminists and the red pill community is the advice men give other men in the red pill community is to live up to women's expectations. If you care to get it, yeah, go to the gym. You see the guy that they're did you see Chris Evans in Captain America? See how he had a jack build and everything? Hugh Jackman? Yeah, you gotta go to the gym, man. You gotta get jacked. Women, they also like men with money, right? They like well-dressed men like Troy Francis. These are the things you must do to get them to be attracted to you. Men will actually, some of them will actually try to go and deliver what women want. Women, feminists, how dare you like thin women with big boobs? Oh, you're dirty. Oh my God, you like, oh my God. But then there's some gals like, you like that? Okay. Next day, she's got that outfit on. Not that I would know. And guess who has healthier relationships? It just, and when that came out, I was like, oh my God, a fucking nag brigade. The UN women. Oh, fuck. Like the most, and like Buzz Killington was more of a fun person than a committee of women from the UN Human Rights Commission. Oh, fuck off. And just to see how petty and sad some women have become, especially in the creative industry, that you have to get rid of Laura Croft's boobs. Yeah, hang on. Let's look up the uglification because there's others. Female characters. Let me go through. I was kind of hoping for a list. This is just a jibber jabber. Didn't they do that to? No. There's. What's this? Here's a cute black gal and a nice, really cool, and like she looks good. And then there's an ugly, just mean looking black woman astronaut. Dude, you could get so many guys to be so on. Like I'm looking at this gal, this model. She's good looking. She's good looking. Here. The real reason, it's the feminist reality. They surround themselves often with ugly women, mostly. So to them, their life and reality is nothing but ugly women. They only see pretty women in those evil patriarchal magazines and evil male gaze movies. They can't comprehend that outside of their bubbles, that there are attractive women. To them, it's like a myth, like unicorns or some. I did. There's others example. Maybe if I typed in examples, I get a bunch of videos. Compile all examples of uglification of women in video games. Okay. Uh, it's not an exhaustive list here. Um, Andromeda, they introduced Ansari named PB, the hero from Zero Dawn. Oh, yeah, okay, that's the one. Yeah, they just made her fat. Just made her ugly. God almighty. This is actually pretty thorough because then they go through, yeah, look at the female human being model that they made. Cyberpunk 2077. Upon release, the character looked like this, and then they just made, yeah, they gave her the pink haircut and made her ugly. Lawbreakers. Face of the franchise was the character Sunshine. Here's the black gal, uniquely hideous in the phenotype fashion. And then, oh God, they made that woman ugly. Diablo 2. Here's a woman, and then they just made her a dude to look like Dolph Lundgren. Laura Croft, yeah, here's the latest. Oh, yeah. It's just bad. Last of Us, it turned into a dude. Look, it is. Yeah, sure, it's the Puritanism. Here's an article on Puritanism. And yeah, it's women don't like things competing for your attention and resources, but they're just miserable. There's that meme going around where it's like 3 girls are having fun, but then the fat woman's all girl is all pissed off. If I can't have fun, nobody will. That's all it is. Honest to God, if I had the talents and the skills, these are ideas that will make you a billionaire. Somebody who has these skills, you could be a billionaire. I'm giving these ideas away for free, so because I'm not going to learn these skills. You could become a billionaire overnight if you are a mechanic slash computer programming genius who can denagify cars, where you go in, you hack it, and you turn off all the fucking warnings and alarms, and we just got a car that runs, right? So right there, that's a $1 billion idea. The other one is, will you video game developers please leave these corporations, leave the HR departments, leave management. You don't need these people. And like someone call it Amish studios, where you just build it yourselves, right? You build these games yourselves, or some of you go get the latest volleyball girl game and get it to the United States and translate it. Just start making these video games. I'm not exclusively girls with big boobs all the time. That would get boring. But could you just start making real video games for normal people that are fun? And occasionally you get a little bit of eye candy, unless it's explicitly a game about eye candy, like the volleyball game. But could you do that, huh? Can you just tell HR to fuck right off? Can you tell the NBA dude bros to fuck right off? Can you guys give it the old Amish try? We're sitting down in this building and we're banging out a good video game in 6 months on our free time. That's it. And we're keeping all the money for ourselves. It doesn't go to the fucking corporation. It doesn't go to the parent company. It comes to us. A good old college try, right? You just sit the fuck down for 6 months. You bang that sucker out. But for you younger, no, there's that when you get married, which you shouldn't be doing. I know people who got married. And I said, "Why is your wife upset?" Well, because if you're having fun, why isn't she invited? Why do you get to go to there's this insecurity that if she can't be with you, then you can't go. And if you're having fun, well, and she's not having fun, then you can't have fun either. And this doesn't mean like you're at a party, she's having a miserable time because like maybe she doesn't like the people or whatever, but you're having a good time. Even there, you'd be like, oh, you know, have a good time, baby. Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, no, I couldn't hang out with these people later. I mean, like, oh, he's going fishing. Well, yeah, that's what men kind of do, or going hunting, or just leaving the house doing his own thing. I got it. You fucking ball. You know, there's a special, what was it? There's a special place in hell for PDF files and people who talk in the theater. It's a quote. That's the same hell. All you ballless baby boomer men who had said, oh, I got to get permission from my wife. You guys are going to be right there with them. You don't get permission. Say, hey, do we got anything going on this day? All right, I'm going to be going out with the guys. And you know, your wife say, cool, have fun, sweetheart. You want me to pack you a little something? Maybe text you nudes and some sexy outfits while you're fishing. That would be a healthy relationship. Dude, that's less than 10% of the women out there. They fine, go, fine. Then they send a fucking cadre, and I'm sorry, a coven of witches from the UN Human Rights Commission while you and your friend Bill just want to go fucking fishing. Why are you fishing? We have this report that fishing causes domestic abuse back at home. What kind of tackle are you using? Fuck off. I hope you continue corporate America using fat, ugly, repulsive women to market your products, or in the case of Bud Light, a transsexual person, woman, male. I hope Playboy, you keep putting hideous, ugly people. Sports Illustrated, keep putting ugly dudes up. You go ahead. It's fine. We will not. Video game, please uglify women. Please keep doing. I know. That's great. You stuck it to the chuds, as they say. You showed the patriarchy, and we'll just be buying video games overseas or not buying yours. Let's go to the super chats. Rachel Wilson for 20 generous dollars. Unfortunately, provided a super sticker, but because I'm on StreamYard, I can't see what the super sticker is. What I can recommend you guys do is go read her book, The Occult Origins of Feminism. She would, I bet you, Rachel, you could probably speak to this as well because she studied feminism in a more academic, structured, formal, purpose setting. I bet you have some opinions on why women don't like when men have fun, especially of the feminist variety. I don't need any more super chats. Just email me or text me or something. But thank you very much for the $20. What, Rachel? What do you help me out, Rachel? Maybe Andrew can explain to me. What's this with your picture? What is this with? Have you noticed how the side of your lips are going up, and you're showing your teeth? What's that called? I don't see American women doing that. What's that called? Why? What is it called where your teeth like that? What is that? That's weird, man. I'm not seeing that. Wisdom Vision Productions, $5. Didn't think these women exist. Right. When I was young, I'm like, because it's so absurd. It's so childish and petty. Who would do that? Come on. All right. There's groups of weirdos in every group, but nah, women wouldn't do that. Wives are perfectly okay with their husbands going out having fun whenever they want, right? It happened to me. I wasn't even married. Went on my 2-week motorcycle ride, and guys like, what? Your girlfriend lets you do that? And I'm like, lets me? Lets me? I'd kick you in the nuts, but your wife has them. So can I find out where's your wife? So she can pull your nuts out of her purse. I can kick them. Maybe I could fuck your wife in the meantime. Fucking Christ. Yeah, it's real. It is real. Until I was at physical therapy and heard a Landwell ring about husband enjoying his actually pretty cool hobby. I know. It's not a joke. And I'll say this, ladies, you're fucking mentally ill if you're pissed off and angry your husband's having a good time. That's a you problem. Fuck off. Ass bucket, $5, 6 months to development. but 1.5 years of updates. Don't forget your login and password for the game. Oh, don't even get me started about how games are just unplayable to begin with. Oh, by the way, all you assholes that recommend Kingdom Come Deliverance, that game is fucking ass cancer. Holy shit. That is I'm like, I got 10 minutes into it. I'm like, whoa, no, no, no. I hit the punch button. 10 hours go by. My character finally punches. So I got to like forecast 10 hours what the enemy's going to do. That's a horrible game. Party, $5. It's just like women that get mad when their boyfriends turn to the PlayStation when they are sleeping. They're asleep. They're unconscious. What do you care? Ass bucket, $2. Sports ball Sunday. A team won and a team lost. Bro, but dude, bro, we need to watch the sports analysis of it, bro. And Doc Paradox, $2. Wife and I communicate, work this out, and fuck. Yeah, it's just I don't. There was never this current girl I got. Like, no, I'm gonna do this. Like, and same things. Like, oh, I'm gonna go see my family for 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, go do it. See ya. Bye. I mean, I'll miss her and all that. They're like, yeah, it's your family. Go see them. You want to come with? Fuck no. My favorite is, you guys are going to laugh at this because the girl cares. She's like, the first couple times, like she was going to go away for a while. She's like, are you going to be all right? I'm like, what the? Yeah, I'll be great. Get the fuck out of here. I got video game. I'm going to go hike with the boys. I'm going to go ride my motorcycle. Get the fuck out of here. I'll be just fine. And the women, they like it when you go away too. Mark, $2. Buddy loved his games, got married. No more games. Yeah. Like, it happens. Like, if any woman ever said, well, you can't play video games anymore, I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. It's over. Fine. Bye. Mike ISS Jr., $5. Hey, from your only sociologist fan, went to a colleague's house for a party last night, and you could have gotten a nice buzz from the anti-Trump tears. Dude, the same gals who are just so pissed off that Trump got elected are the same gals that get pissed off if their husbands are enjoying their lives. It's true. Ultranaut, $5. I have a game for you. Put on a scuba mask and pretend you're playing Grand Theft Auto VR. Okay, I we'll see. I got a Oculus Quest. So. Link below. A World Without Men, an analysis of an all-female economy. And also, ladies, you inspired me to write a book called The Book of Numbers, analyzing the ROI in the pursuit of women. I didn't factor that in, like women, like what percentage of women will allow or want their husbands to be happy and have fun. I don't know how you'd measure that. I mean, I got some pretty clever ways to come up with the data that I did and the statistics that I found. But, there's a million deal breakers, but boy, that's one of them. That's one. If you say, hey, babe, I'm going to go on a camping trip with the boys. And she's cool. Well, how long were you going? All right. There you go. That's the gal. Well, can I come? No, it's with the boys. Well, fuck, bye. Breaking up. Here's your fucking ring. You have the fucking children. I'm out of here. I'm going to hang out with the boys. Doc Paradox, $2. Power walking doesn't get you far away fast enough. It means you're owned. They want to control your thoughts and your feelings. Fuck you. Just fuck right off, you goddamn Nazis. It never bothered me that women like guys who, will look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe a little bit tall. Like, it never bothered me. I'm like, well, yeah, of course. The dude's jacked. Why not? Yeah. It never dawned on me. Like, you can't like, you should like this. You should like a fat guy with a gut. You should like poor men. Never dawned on me. Never dawned. Well, you can't play basketball. You can't go out with the girls. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'll drop you off at the airport. All right, that's it. And by the way, ladies in the creative businesses, keep making shit that no one wants, keep making all the women ugly. You'll all be out of the job, you'll all be out of funding, and then you could be like Alyssa Mercanti, you're gonna have to go work for a nonprofit like, Sweet Baby or Rolling Stones, and you will never, ever have financial stability, ever. Toodles.